For 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to just say a few words about Medicare, if I can, Mr. Speaker. First and foremost, I want to make it very clear that if you're 55 and over, there are no changes to you whatsoever. And we hear a lot about Medicare as we know it. Well, unfortunately, Medicare as we know it is going bankrupt. And if you are for the status quo with regard to Medicare, you are on the side of the elimination of Medicare as we know it. Another point I want to make is we hear a lot about cuts. These are Washington cuts. This is Washington cut speak. Where I'm from, if you get $5 on a Monday and the next day you get $10, that's an increase, not a cut. Most Americans would be appalled to know, Mr. Speaker, that the increases we're seeing are being called cuts. And I'm going to explain it to my folks when I get back to Arkansas. Medicare has not one penny of cuts in this budget. It continues to grow. With regard to the language about the vouchers, there's no voucher here. We're trying to give the folks that are 55 and under health care like members of Congress have. Have you ever, Mr. Speaker, heard anyone in Congress describe their own health care plan as a voucher? No, of course you haven't, because it's not. That word has been rolled out with the other tested words, privatization and all this other nonsense, for the purposes of politics. You don't want the American people, Mr. Speaker, to have the same health care that you have. I support this budget because it'll keep our promise to seniors, it'll save Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, and it'll preserve this country for my kids.
Gentleman's time has expired. The gentleman from Maryland.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I urge Republican members